Hello and welcome to another presentation of the WTRL race report for the Zwift Racing League. This week we are in week 5 of season 2 of the Zwift Racing League, and this report features the Herd of Blazing Bidets as they take on a team time trial across the Mighty Metropolitan course in New York City. Fair warning for those of you who might be a little bit scared, we may encounter some ghosts today in the race. There was some trues with weirdness going on throughout the race, so we'll see a few instances of that. Quick look at the course that we're conquering today, the Mighty Metropolitan course in New York City. It's pretty hard to make out what's going on here, but basically we're going to have to ride around some of these lumpy bits down here at the bottom, then do that big up loop at the other end, and then back around. Better way of thinking about it is it's kind of like this. There's a big hump in the middle. We gotta try and keep our team together as we go up and over that hump and back down the other side. Here we are in our lead out. The roster for this race was Mike Buggy, Chris Greenland, Brian O'Connor, Oliver Pearson, Joel Shattuck, and myself. And you can see here at the start of the race, we're all getting formed up. We're ready to roll like a well-oiled train. Just a little bit on the standings. We're sitting in this series in second place, just a couple points up on Team Italy and 3 points back of Vikings Valhalla. As we go along here, the first thing that happened is apparently I'd kicked out the power cable to my computer, and so my computer was running out of batteries, and when that thing came up, I was trying to figure out what the hell had happened. So at this point, I'm pedaling with one leg as we go around here. Sorry to my teammates. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, pedaling with one leg. My teammates, I'm sure, are wondering what the hell is happening with me as we're only 4 minutes into this race, and eventually you're going to see that I have to at some point stop and get off my bike and plug my computer in, which right about now I'm going to come to a complete stop on this hill for about 8 seconds. Here we go. So this is, you can picture Brent plugging his laptop cable back in, jumping back on his bike, and sprinting off. And I'll speed this up here because I know this gets a bit boring, but spoiler alert, I didn't ruin the race for my teammates, or I would have felt even worse about this. I don't know how much slower they were going at this point in order to let me back on. Thank you so much to my lovely teammates as I try and make up some lost time here. Here comes Chris at the back. He's going to try and drag me back onto the group. Very kind of him. I mentioned ghosts before. Here's another one. People just disappearing. Don't know what's going on in the Zwift world. We all came back. I don't know what everyone else's experiences who did this race were, but this was probably the messiest team time trial I've ever done. We made lots of new friends out on the course today. Here we'd gobbled up an Italian rider on an orange Tron. You can see him kind of in the navy blue jersey right in the middle of our group up there, but he just wanted to ride up to his buddy. So he hitched a ride until he got up to this guy, at which point he does drop back out of the pack. Here we are now at the KOM. This is the start of the hump. We're in good shape. All 6 of us are all together. We're feeling reasonably good, I think, most of us anyway. We've been racing hard, but I think anyone's too complaining yet. So here we go, all up the first bit of the KOM. Pretty hard to maintain the team line across these, so we just did the best we could. Not bad. Acceleration through here, and away we go. As we got up to the second part of the KOM, and I'm just going to speed this bit up because it's a little long, we actually came up on 2 teams. There's basically 2 teams together we had to try and pass through here. So you can see us. This is just us coming through. I think this is Team Italy. We're coming through. Pretty good pass. And then we're coming up on the Vikings team just in front of us. Fortunately, you'll just see in the right-hand side, Oliver is just falling back. He's 3 seconds off the pace here at this point, and I think, as you'll see in the results, if it was just a bit of bad luck that he was on the back at the second we hit this pass, and he just couldn't, we're all accelerating to go through the pass, and he just couldn't pass those guys without getting caught in the draft too. We went through that flat bit. I needed a breath, and here we are climbing the last little steep bit. I do not bad. I don't know if my teammates are waiting for me here or not and being kind to me, but I just about caught back on the top of this climb, but my legs gave out right about here, and I try and take a breath, and they're pedaling away. So I'm going to try and catch back on as we head down the descent on the KOM. I think they probably slowed down to come pick me up a bit and help me get back up to the group. So thanks to those guys. Sorry for being a drag on the group. Remember I said this was a messy race this week. Here's another little passenger came with us for a little while. Guy in an orange t-shirt. He didn't hang out with us too much longer. Here's, I think, a pretty good sequence for our team. You can see at the bottom Chris is about 12 or 15 meters off the back. The other guys are pedaling off here on the flat, so I just drop back a little bit. That's why I'm letting out the gas till Chris comes on. Now you're going to see me pedal a little harder. Speed it up here for everyone. Trying to keep these videos into 10 minutes. And we hit this descent. We come through. Now at the bottom of this descent, there's a bit of a roller that you need to try and cross as fast as you can, and then it goes back down again. If you keep speed, you'll have way better speed going down the backside. So you're going to watch us roll out here. And then right as we hit this turn, everybody's going to hit the gas and go up. There's some more ghost weirdness there. Here we go. Back at the top of this little roller. And then there's 5 of us, and the train is all back together here. Your rider who appears off the side of the road. And he disappears again. Alright, and this is the conclusion of our race. We're about to come up on the Manx team. They started like 3.5 minutes in front of us, so here we go. We're coming up on them. I'm in the lead, so I'm going to try and initiate the pass here with Brian and Mike. So here we're pedaling pretty hard to get through. There's only the 5 of us, so there comes Joel. And here comes Chris. So there's all 5 of us past them at that point. And they're going to say some stuff about, I don't know, they're calling us pro wankers. Okay. Apparently Chris just about spit up his stuff at that point. Next, Mike gives them a little polite request that they should not be drafting in with our team as we go into the finish here. And then they decide that they want to have a little chat about the color of our bikes. So that was fun. I'm going to ask them once again to drop off as they're clearly the team coming in behind us into the finish. You can decide for yourselves whether or not they did or not. Here we go, we're into 500 meters left in the race. I am going to take the pull on the front as the lead in because we've got 5 of us. So really we only need to get 4 of us across as fast as we can. So I'm going to start sprinting a little early, as much as I could sprint at this point. Take the lead in for our guys. And they're going to come around me, go and finish. We did really well. We cleared it in under 30 minutes, which is pretty fast on the day for us. You can see in the results here that we ended up winning this race. First place, we made up a couple points on the Vikings. We're now 1 point behind them for the series. Thanks to all my teammates for a great race, including Oliver, who put in the same power as I did, even though he wasn't with the team at the end. Thanks everyone for watching.